Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in the online space. For those of you who are new to my personal Facebook page and YouTube channel, my name is Rosaline. I am a digital business owner and a mentor. So, we are back again for another topic. And today we will be talking about the courage to stand out. Yeah, from the beginning, I already mumbled. But anyway, but before we dive into this topic, I would like to give a chance to my business partner to introduce a little bit about herself for our viewers that don't know us yet. Hi, Sis Teresa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sis Roslyn, and thank you. And hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. My name is Teresa. I'm digital business owner and a mentor. And yes, we're here again in our 90-day challenge. And the topic is gonna be a little bit kind of like good topic for us to share because
Yes.
it's we're talking about how you stand out. Uh, yes, how to
Yes.
the car is to stand out.
Yes. So we will be here. We'll be talking about something that it's been on it's been closer to our heart, be who of our daily life, the courage to stand out, in a world where it's so easy to blend in and follow the crowds. Standing out takes bravery, but the truth is you were never meant to fit in. We are not. You were created to make an impact, so you have to stand out of the crowds, be a but alam mong ang problema dito sis kasi when you go into the crowds and you stand out, people will look at you. So, like for example, I said sometimes I wonder when I go to the gym why people look at me differently. Is there something my face is something, the maybe food in my face, like, and sometimes also it feels uncomfortable, but it's good.
Yeah, it's a good gesture that they look at you because they see you that you're really dedicated of what your goals want, you want to be stay fit, and then that's what the reason why you have to be there every single day. But like I say, I know it's not comfortable when people staring at you, you know.
Right. So why is standing out so hard? We have these parts of our human being, fear of judging or judgment. What will people think? Like for example, why is she looking at me? What does she think? Like sometimes we think too much, like because is I think as a human reactions as well. Like we automatically react in a negative way, but although here in our business we learn to react in a positive way instead of negative way. So just stand out of the crowds, don't care what other people think, and be who you are. Second is fear of failure. What if I messed up, like in anything we do in our real world, when we are so afraid to try or to learn something because we always our reactions is what if I messed up. There is nothing wrong with asking people. If you can't handle, like for example, a work, if you don't know how to do it, might as well ask, so you don't mess up. It's just our problem as a human beings is we're
We
afraid to
have
ask.
an Not just that, we have our ego or our pride, like
Yes, or
we
we're
think
so
that we
afraid.
know everything. But that really that personality sometimes, like I said, like it's just a human personality that we have to be like our ego, the first you have to
Yes,
think our ego and not ask anybody for help. But that for that situation, you have to think not just yourself too, the result if you're not asking any help.
yes. The
So
good thing about me is I like to ask questions if I'm not sure of what I'm doing, either at work or here in our business. Now, like of course it takes time for me to practice to really reach out to people because of course in the beginning is we have that like shy, as what you said, ego,
mhm.
and try to figure out our things. We always say, oh, I know what to do, I know how to figure these things out, have that kind of mentality. But as it goes, we learn, we practice, and apply it into our business or our daily life. So it's good, for our viewers who are listening or gonna be watching this. Um, don't think too much. Don't think too much that people are, when they see you, the automatically negative reactions. It could be that you are so beautiful. They're shocked. So they never see someone like you before, so that's good. Just let them be. And then don't be afraid to mess up or fail a failure. If you don't try, you never fail. You keep
Mhm.
trying and trying, and the moment you give up, that's how you fail. So as long as you never give up in anything, no matter how many times. It's funny because I watched the interview of Elon Musk, and then this one in podcast, it cut short video. There are how he's super super successful. And then they said, are you afraid of of failing, of something that you're doing? He said, no, there was a time that I we all there was a time that we something is not successfully, like the result, but I can always rebuild. you know the good thing is about those successful people is they're never afraid of failing, because that is part of a learning opportunity. When we fail of something, when things don't go in the right way, we can always rebuild and make it stronger. Oh, diba, sis? I learned that a lot from like those successful people in a podcast. Like they always said, keep trying until
Mhm.
you succeed. And
Yeah,
then,
it's true.
yeah,
Like in the podcast, we really learn a lot there. All the
yes,
successful people that
yes,
they interview, they share their
their
journey.
journey. Yes.
It's good. It's a good way to not mimic them, like just follow them and how they be successful. Not
And their
follow
tips.
entirely what they're doing, but
Yes, their tips. Like for me, like if for our viewers who are watching, and if you want to learn something instead of scrolling around and wasting your time for nonsense, um, watch those successful podcasts and entrepreneur how they their journey, the pathway, their path to succeed, their ups and downs, what they share, what they learn, how they get up. Because you learn from that. We cannot copy the way how they do it, but what we can do, we can learn and slowly apply it into our daily life. I learn from them, like just to learn, watch them. There's a lot nowadays in YouTube. It's free. They are there. They're share their journey because they're hoping that they can help someone to become successful as they are. And according to them, um, the universe will send you. If you want something, you can have whatever you want in life. It's just a matter of taking that actions, doing it, and never give up. You know, just be willing to learn to achieve your dreams. Next is fear of being different. What if I don't belong? It's This one is normal. Like when we, for
mm,
example, a job, when we um start working in a job, we always feel like we don't belong in a group. Or when we first move here, because we're both from the Philippines, we have the feeling that we don't belong. This is not our country, this is not our home. But then later we slowly adapt. Hey, in my experience, I slowly adapt. I said, well, I guess I'm gonna be here for a long time, so I better start doing something.
I think it's there's not just like in our work also, even though in our social gathering, like our Filipino party and stuff, um sometimes we have
Yes,
that like you don't really, like, you feel like you don't belong because you're not on, they go by what profession you are on,
yes,
if you are in a
uh,
medical field or are you in a factory. So I experienced
yes,
that,
yes,
but for
I
me, I mean,
understand.
I'm just happy of who I am, and then I'm proud of what I have now and my job, because for me the important for me is I'm happy. I don't pretend that I like my job, even though you're inside you're boiling because you're stressed out in your job. So yes, that's also that you worry that you don't belong in that
That's good example because we're both don't go to the kind of gathering.
yeah, because
You're
sometimes I can really feel that way, you know.
some there's a party. It was so funny because a couple weeks ago one of my friend asked me, "Hey Rose," because of course there's also a Filipino gathering, Filipino party here. She said, "How come you never join into their group? Is there something?" I said, like, for me, if you have kids, I think it's good to go and socialize with other kids. But for
Mhm.
me personally, I don't have kids and it's not my happiness. All of us, we have different happiness. I like to go to the gym to work out. I could be there 4 hours if I have time. But yeah, also like I just look and observe around that when you go there, of course, in the beginning, the reactions of the people, they will always, normally, they will of course ask to interview you and then ask your profession. And we have this mentality that they will look at you from your head to toe, and that's, I don't like that. And then about looking the way, like, who's the best of the best and that night, and then gossiping around, negativity, and then of course trouble begins. And for me, like, I don't need that kind of drama in my life. I am happy. I do love my jobs, I really do. And then we have this business, we're doing go live every day, and then like pushing our business, because for me, I am most on not really happiness. My life and my dreams is almost about what's gonna be 5 years from now, like what I'm gonna achieve, what's gonna be my life. I don't really settle in one thing, like, sis, that's why what keep me busy is not about partying, socializing, or going to the bar or whatever, you know we're more on dreamers. You go get it.
Yeah,
So,
we have different um our spare time. We don't use
yeah,
them as to have
waste it,
fun,
yeah,
wasted it. For me, like we're always thinking about our future, because like I
yeah,
said, I don't like you don't want to be working and you're yeah, at your age until 70 years old, not even enjoying
yeah,
your retirement. So
same.
once, like I said, I just realized that, like, because I know I work, there's few of them that they're about to retire, and then I see them like they're already like burn out. Like, how you gonna enjoy your retirement if in that age that you already, you know, you're like halfway. You're not really. I'm not sure if they can, enjoy that retirement. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's sometimes some people will think that that will be their fate, like be there and work until they die.
um
So sometimes
according
there's just sudden
according to
God.
this super successful said, some people will change, some people rather die than change. So,
It's
like,
true.
if their mentality, if sometimes they're just happy in their comfort zone. Like, it's just me, like, we all have different, for our viewers who are listening or gonna be watching this, we all have different mindset. I
Mm-hmm.
look for a long run that, I need to achieve something, otherwise I wouldn't be proud of myself if I don't achieve something in life. So yes, like, if you're happy of what you're doing, then yes, continue, and just enjoy life. And it's just all of us, we have different mindset and different dreams, different way of looking life. And we have a lot of in commons here. Like, we just, as long as we don't give up, we will get there, in our dreams, in our golden milestones that we want to hit in life, in business.
Yeah. As long as we have that goals that we started, um
Yes.
we have that road to go to reach our dreams.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said, I don't wanna be working the rest of my life, and like me working for 18 years in a manufacturing
Wow, you've
company.
been there 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years. Yes, because I've been here 2006. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
Well,
been a while.
yeah. Well,
It's
it's
been
about
it's
time.
been a while.
Hopefully, Hopefully, five
So
years from now, you'll be out of there.
yeah, so imagine that you work on that how many years and there's nothing, you know. So I just opened up my like this online business, really open my other opportunities to just keep going, you know. Even though it's a small it's not really a fast, you know, um result, but at least I started. That's what
Um,
important there. You
was
started.
I watched this video says that our business is like having a baby. You know, when you start getting pregnant, you sometimes you try to get pregnant. It's not easy. You know, some women get pregnant easily. You know, and some are hard. They can't it takes time, it takes a year, 2 years, or 3 years. It takes time for them to keep trying. And once you have the baby, you take care of it, and then you delivered, and then you raise the it's the same as our business. According to one of the successful women here in our community, is the same as running our digital business, like having a baby. In the beginning, you really have to try and try and try and try, and when it's work, you'll take care of it and keep going until it grow. So
Yeah.
just imagine just how you that's a tips for you, sis, and for our new business owners out there, just thinking about having a new baby or trying to have a baby. That's what, according to our successful, I saw her video, and it really makes me, like, open my eye. It's true.
Mhm.
It takes time. It maybe takes for us sometimes a year, 2 years, or 3 years to eventually kick in, but it
Mhm.
will happen. Just don't give up. So the for the best I mean, but here's the thing, the people who can change the world, the ones who inspire others, and the one who dares to be different. So, like, of course, us, people look at us different, weird, like weirdo. I heard that a lot. And I just said, yes, I am weirdo. So be it.
Mhm.
So, next is, how can you find the courage to stand out? Ano pong masasabi mo dito, sis?
So that's really in part of our personality, you know, it's hard to stand out. Sometimes you like, but you have to think of it, how you can find the courage to stand out. First, embrace your uniqueness. You know, every human we have different personalities. You know, we have different gifts, they have different skills,
Yeah,
and
different
we have
purpose.
different stories, and yeah, we have course just own it. You know, just
Yeah,
just in share, you know, like who
yeah,
you are, not don't pretend that it's someone else's, because
yeah.
that you can
It's true.
you're not gonna be successful with if you don't you show your true self.
Yeah,
And
we are
then
unique. We are unique, and
yes,
we're the only one in this world. Even if twins, they both have different personalities.
it's really true, it's really true, because it's just like I said, we don't have that 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 personality that even like you said, even you clone yourself, you know, you still have different
Yes,
personality. So yeah, just just be
embrace it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yes, embrace who you,
embrace
what's
it.
your personality. Focus on your why. So yes, in our business, especially in our business, I know sometimes we don't we're scared and we still have fears to come out in our comfort zone. But if your why is bigger than your fears, then you have to stand
You,
out and
yeah, you manage to
get
keep going.
going, you know. So just keep an eye on it when you're feeling that you want to ready to give up or you have a setbacks or something. Just think about your why, you know. um that's how you gonna go back to your track to think of it.
Yeah, that's our really what happened to us is, diba? We went back to our why, because we hit a lot. We have a lot of challenges along the way. But as what you mentioned, if your why is bigger than your fear, you manage to navigate and keep going through that challenges.
And take small steps, you know. you don't need to make big, bold moves right away. So I know, sometimes I'm sorry, I'm still my sore throat is getting, and my the weather. So anyway, uh take small steps. So this is really more important, is like even a small steps, how that really change when you do the small step. Because once you do all that, like in a big, bold move, you're gonna fail,
Yes,
because you're
absolutely.
just you're not focusing, and you're not really like doing it into your in your situation right now, that I can do it, like, just you just wanna like just wanna get it done. So that's not how it works,
Yes.
you have to be you do small things, small steps at a time, to
Yeah.
be successful and have a good foundation when you start something new, or something new opportunities that comes along. So
Yeah. Pretty much.
you go ahead.
And you know, for me here, for our viewers, is like the small steps. For example, you make a decision and take actions. You register, for example, if you are interested in knowing something, or you want to do something different in your life. So here, the four small steps that we could share you is registered to our website in front of the screen and watch the free workshop. The free workshop, you're not gonna lose anything, but it's free info. And then you decide if this fits your interest, fits your needs, keep going. Diba sis? Wala namang
Hmm.
mawawala. We did the same
Voila, it's,
thing.
it's yeah, it's just a free info. And then, if you really want to change, you have to do the action. You won't know until you try.
Absolutely, yes. So, next is why it worth it? When you stand out, you attract the right people and opportunity into your life. The universe, diba? We believe in God, universe, or whoever you believe in life. Um, we attract the right people that we need in our dreams to achieve. Just is according to them, just own it, and take actions. If we have dreams, if you want to do something, you just have to claim it, and before you realize, everything is right in place. I mean, it's true. Like, that's really proven. In our community, in a lot of successful, as what Elon Musk, he's very very successful. He said that the everyone can be as successful as me. The universe will send you all you need to be successful. It's just a matter of, are you willing to do it. As long as you take that actions, you'll be successful in anything, and you inspire others to be courageous in their own way. And most
Mm.
importantly, you live authentically and true to yourself. Just be who you are, don't change yourself, like, or don't act like, pretend to be someone else. That's hard. It's hard to act to be someone else, because one of these day you'll forget that you're not acting the way you present yourself, and kind of confusing. So it's better to be yourself, be who you are. People will love you, and the way who you really are. But in the end, what makes you happy. Just
Mm.
be yourself. If you have dreams, go get it. Never give up, and never like look as an failure, as an whatever you call that, sis, failure, or when we failed, like, you quit. Never look at that. Look at in the other way, that it's for you to learn, to grow, and to build something stronger than you ever built before. So, Sister Teresa will end our go lives, and then we will be back again tomorrow for another topic of our daily go live.
Yes, for our audience, I'm gonna ask the question: what's one way you've dared to stand out recently? And then, if you like said, if you wanna send in a comment, we can share that in our next go live.
Yes,
And also, what's holding you back from being unapologetically you? So I know we're not here, like I said, we're not expert in here,
yes,
but we like to share, and you guys and our audience, that can you can comment it, and if what's things that you
You want to share?
hold it. Yes,
Yes.
we will listen. It's nice to have, because sometimes when you share different opinion to other people, you can learn something there too.
Yes, and we're open to learn something new, and we will try to inspire other people as well, because in every story that we have, there's also people that have same stories and they can relate to us.
But just remember, standing out is not about being perfect. It's about being real. So that's why we had said is being real is more important there. And the world doesn't need another copy. We're not a copycat. You want the original. So you want us, you who you are and how you present yourself to the people, the people that, because like
Yes.
it's like we said before, you present who you are, you can attract the people, the right people to you, if you're honest and true of yourself. And so let's step into our courage and shine together. So yes, we're, like I said, we're not here for ourselves, but we encourage our audience, to step out or stand out. What makes you unique? You're not gonna hide there and forever. I know
Yeah,
sometimes, like I said, for me, I'm a shy person, but we're not gonna grow if we keep hiding in our comfort zone. And
absolutely.
yes. Before I we end our go live, um, in our business, I know I have a person inquires me last night, and they asked me about what's my business. So I told the person, like, I cannot really explain it to you unless you have to watch our webinar, because even though when I try to explain it, you're not gonna understand. But if you register your name and email address in one of our link, and you can watch our 20 minutes info section that highlights the business, and that way you can have that information, what we're doing on this business. That way, if you after you watch the webinar, if you have question, you can reach out one of us, and we will here to help you and
Yeah.
answer whatever questions. So yes, and also we have our live info webinar, free live webinar every Tuesday and Friday, 5 p.m.
Thursday.
PST.
Thursday.
Thursday. Oh no. So yeah, Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. PST. I almost lost my voice.
Yes, and 8 o'clock EST. So feel free to register your name and email and so you will have the highlights of our business. And then yeah, feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to guide you. Unless if you don't watch that, you wouldn't understand what we're talking. So it doesn't make sense for us to tell you. So yes, thank you everyone, and we will be happy. We will be back again tomorrow for another go live. And take care and God bless you
Happy weekend,
always.